This is State Route 159. We are on Blue Diamond Road here. And Red Rock itself is actually closed still due to the coronavirus. But here is Blue Diamond, Spring Mountain Ranch State Park. The only industry, Nevada outside of gaming is mining. Here they're mining gypsum, which is drywall. So up on top of the mountain is where the gypsum mine is. They send it down with water as a slushy, slurpy sort of thing down that big tube there to the plant where it's dried out and then turned into sheetrock, drywall. So all day long you'll see flatbeds full of drywall coming out of that plant. On the weekends this road is packed with cyclists. And I'm sure we'll see a few, and motorcycles. It's an easy ride, you can do the whole thing in an hour from anywhere in the valley. It's just nice to get the hell out of town. You'll see the vegetation a lot along the left. There's a dry riverbed there, it's a wash. And when it rains, it fills up with water pretty good. So you do get a lot more vegetation where there's washes. You can see straight ahead. And we have a lot of wild horses and wild burros out here. We may run into some burros. They've kind of culled a lot of the horses from this area, so there's not many left. There used to be a big herd, but now it's down to about a dozen horses as opposed to about 50 what it used to be. But they do come down here, and that is the little town of Blue Diamond. There's about 400 homes there, and a library, although I think it's closed. Somebody checked out the book. There's your burro sign right there. The cyclists are a few of them, not many. Come out here on the weekend and it's crazy busy. Those are my friends back home. Those are Joshua trees starting to spring out here because we're coming up a little in elevation, so they grow at a little higher elevation. Vegas is just a little over 2,000 feet above sea level. Right now we're probably around 4,000 feet. Don't quote me on that. I used to know all this shit when I drove a big Jeep, but my brain has gotten stupid. But you can usually tell by what's growing, what kind of elevation you're at. You get a little bit higher than this, you start to see juniper pines and pinyon pines, and a little bit higher the big ponderosa pines, so up on the mountain and that. So you can kind of guess. This was Bonnie Springs. It was like an old dude ranch. Developer bought it. They closed it down, and sadly it is going to be a big monster McMansion. So progress is coming out here. So normally there's not this many cars along here, but because Red Rock is closed, they have, they can park and walk in. So everybody's hiking or riding their bikes, so they're all parking at the side of the road. So you got young sandstone mountains, old limestone mountains. There's all kinds of thrust faults out here where you see old limestone mountains on top of sandstone mountains. So the earth came up, earthquake, shifted over, dropped down. A thrust fault. There's a lot of them out here. They're kind of neat. Red Rock is a beautiful, it's 13 miles, just right around 13 mile one-way road that loops up, and there's areas you can go off trail. There's tons of hiking and camping, but it's all closed now because of COVID-19. there is quintessential Red Rock there. That's a gorgeous spot. The loop road goes right along the base of the mountain there, so it is quite beautiful. And you can rock climb. Rock climbing's big up there. Here's one of the lookout areas. Normally I pull in, but it is closed, so you can't. A lot of people come out here and take wedding photos there. There is a helipad right here, so they'll fly out, take pictures, fly back into town. Vegas is just over the mountains there. We're just kind of doing a loop right back into town. There's horseback riding down there. Most of those cars, though, are just people coming out and hiking and that. So a lot of the trails are right here. But this is a side of Vegas that not a lot of people get out to, and they should. It's, you know, from the Strip, it's 20 minutes, you know, maybe 30 minutes tops in traffic. And it's gorgeous. Great way to spend the day. That's the visitor center up there for Red Rock right there. The main entrance to Red Rock is right here. And the visitor center there is beautiful. You can spend half a day there. There's a lot of neat stuff there. But like I say, once you get on the loop, you're on it. It's a 13-mile one-way road, you know. Yeah, here's Red Rock Canyon. Here's your main entrance there. And out here, you do get rattlesnakes. I've come across one or two on the road, you know, in the spring. Around this time of the year, they're coming out of brumation from the winter. And usually you'll see them. I remember almost on my Harley the one time I was zipping along. I saw it looked like a radiator hose, and I just kind of slowed down, you know, like it moved over a bit, and all of a sudden it started moving. I was like, oh, geez, rattlesnake. Don't run over them. There is Red Rock Casino. There it is. Alright, well, that's it. I'm gonna scoot into the drugstore here. Hope you enjoyed the ride.